Hi, people of the Philippines and people of the world. Hit the button below and you will be subscribing to the Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube. Let's keep talking. Kaibigan, tuloy ang usap. Welcome to the interviewer, Jake.
Thank you so much.
I have not done this kind of interview, but for the first time, I'm going to try on doing what I call the what interview.
Okay.
Okay, let's begin. What are you like when you're alone?
Before, when I was younger, I couldn't stand being alone. But now, I've learned how to enjoy my time alone. I think I've enjoyed my time in solace. And I think parang that's where my creativity comes out. It's when I'm alone and when I'm studying. And I was able to do that this past 6 months.
The past 6 months after your breakup.
Yeah.
But I want to go back to not being able to stand alone nung ikay bata pa. Bakit?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I was somewhat of a social butterfly. I think parang I enjoyed the noise. I enjoyed hearing, being in loud places with a lot of people. Now at 34, I'm starting to discover. I think like a lot of my creative process, it really comes out when I'm alone, when I'm studying.
Okay. When you find yourself, wherever it is,
Yeah.
pag ikaw mag-isa at wala kang ginagawa, and you're just there, alone.
Yeah. I haven't done that in
You
6
haven't?
months.
You haven't
I haven't done that
Why
in
not?
6 months. This past 6 months, I really decided that because of everything considered, everything that, not just the breakup, but everything considered. Also, 3 years of this lockdown, the shutdown, everything. I felt like I was suppressed. I felt like I got very hungry to perform. And now I feel like I have an abundance in me. So I really want to I want to create more.
What makes you happy now?
Now, my craft, right now, my family, my mom, most especially.
What hurts you?
I'd say memories, maybe, some memories here and there. But in this past few months, I didn't shy away from what I was going through. I didn't really build a wall. I allowed myself to go through
You're
it.
talking about a breakup.
Yeah.
And it hurts you still.
Well, if you're asking me what hurts me, yeah.
Okay. What do you know and what don't you know about love now?
When it comes to love, you can't really regret things because parang when it was there, it made me very happy, and now that it's not here, I can't hate it or I can't get mad at it. Parang I can only just look back at it. I guess I know I can look back at it with joy, but of course it also makes me sad because it's not there anymore.
I saw
Sorry, am
No,
I doing
get
this
it.
right?
I saw the post,
Yeah.
and you were in tears.
Yeah.
What was that?
Pain, loss. I think that was an accumulation of a lot of things that had happened to me in the pandemic. In a weird way, this is a reset for me. And then I told myself that I wanted this year to be somewhat of a reintroduction of what I can do as an actor.
Has pain become your friend?
Yes. In this process, I accept life in all its terms and conditions. I can't just love life when things are happy and then hate it when things are bad. Parang what I'm trying to learn now is to see the beauty. And when bad times happen, I try to find laughter or I try to see the beauty in that. Kasi you can't just accept life when it's good. Like, parang life isn't always good, diba? So I try to train myself to see the beauty in every situation, whether it's good or bad.
And it's tough.
It is.
It is.
It's hard.
But it can be done.
It's hard. It's always hard to take the high road, but
Yeah.
it needs to be taken.
What can't you forgive and what can't you forget?
I don't have a hard time forgiving. I really don't. Because I don't like to live a life na may, carrying a lot of grudges or hate or anger. I just let that out in my acting na lang.
What can't you forget?
What I can't forget...
Or do you forgive and forget at the same time?
Yeah. I try to really let go of it. Once I give the person my forgiveness, that's basically parang I have to try to forget. Diba? Parang ganun.
What is it like to be you?
Mga kababayan, ako'y natutuwa po. And proud to introduce to you Sendwave, the fee-free remittance app for OFWs and kababayans living abroad. You know what you do? Use my promo code BOY to receive $10 free credit on your first transfer. Visit the link on the description for more info. Maraming salamat po.
This past year, it's been a bit tough. Like it's a lot of things happened, diba? But now I can say that I have thicker skin. I am tougher. The worst part is over. I'm better. So right now I can say, to describe myself, I'm excited. I'm excited to work. Motivated, more than anything.
At saka Jake, it was never easy.
It's never easy.
Bahagya ng buhay mo bilang artista na panood ko, and it was not easy.
No.
People in the beginning, I think when Neil discovered you and you started to act and we started to see you as an actor,
Yeah.
I'll be very straightforward. I don't think a lot of people took you seriously.
Yeah.
You're a pretty boy.
Yeah.
You're a ham actor. It's cruel. I don't like saying the ham because you evolved into a brilliant actor. And we saw that journey.
Yeah.
And it didn't come easy.
No.
You know, until people started to talk about Jake as someone, as an actor who is committed, intense.
Yeah.
You know, what was it in that journey? What was that pivot? And how did you do it?
I think I did it in a sense, parang I told myself na I'm gonna have to work harder than a lot of people because this isn't, with like my career, it's not like I was always the favorite. It's not like I was always the one that's easily cast for a lot of these roles. So I knew that I had to prove myself. And when I heard the criticisms before, I took that constructively, even though it hurt, even though it was painful, because to be called those things, it's very difficult when you really love what you're doing and you really want to be successful at what you're doing.
What is it to win? And what is it to lose?
It's hard kasi like acting is subjective. You know, what's good for you might be bad for me. So it's kind of hard. Diba? Kasi parang, syempre, it also depends on who's watching the film, who's seeing the film. But for me, I just really want to win for my mom. Like, I mean, acting awards have come in my career. I've celebrated them, and surely parang I've took it in, obviously. But this one will be special because this one's for my mom.
What is it to lose?
Actually, I'm gonna win no matter what because I'm taking my mom to Singapore right after the award show. So yeah, we're all going to Singapore.
What is the best
after.
thing about you?
Best thing about me is that I'm real, I would say. I think another good quality that I have is that I'm honest.
What is the biggest misconception about you?
Parang it's also the thing that's also the thing that gives me success. You know, it's being the bad guy, being a contrabida. So, and a lot of, you know, I honestly, that's the one thing. I have thick skin, I can stomach it, but during the pandemic, syempre when you're in the middle of an issue, it gets hard too. It's not that easy. Pero again, this is parang I just tell myself, this is the world I live in. Diba? This is the career I want. So I need to take the positivity and the negativity, and I need to take that all at once. I can't just hate, like, diba? I can't hate them or hate trolling and then just love the good comments. Diba? Parang I have to take everything in and accept life for all its terms and conditions.
Okay, let's be very clear. The breakup happened sa kalagitnaan ng pandemic. But if there is one word that I will describe your breakup with Kylie, was that to the best you could, you guys were decent.
Yes.
And that was brave.
Thank you.
We'll go to it. What are you doing now as an actor?
Many things.
We can talk about My Father, myself.
My Father, Myself, it's coming out this December 25 for the Metro Manila Film Fest. Obviously, it's a provocative film. It's a very provocative film. But
Isn't that an understatement?
yeah. But again, I'm very much honored to breathe life to this film. It's 4 passionate actors: me, Dimples, Shawn, and Tiffany. One brilliant director, that's Joel Lamangan, and a great script by Quinn. So that's our movie. To be honest, parang we're just very fortunate and lucky and happy to be part of the Metro Manila Film Fest.
What was it like to work with Joel?
Wow, everything that I expected.
Not your first time.
No.
Okay.
No.
So you're used to working with Joel.
It's my 3rd film with him, but it's the first time I've done a film of this genre, which is a BL. But it's the first time I've done a film like this without any fear.
Fear of?
Fear of the unknown.
It's a provocative movie. I mean, to use your word. It is about incest. Hindi mo biological son
Yeah.
Ang character dito ni Shawn,
Yeah.
de Guzman. But still, sa kultura natin, anak mo yun.
Yeah.
Di ba?
Yeah.
Anak mo yun. And this is one of the most controversial topics.
Yeah.
The movie, I mean, aside, I think from the dynamics that happens, brought about by you falling in love with your own son.
Yeah.
That was crazy. How did you do that?
Quite a process.
Do you have a love scene?
Yes, we do.
You do?
That's why we're R18. Yeah, that's why we're
Okay.
R18. No, we Direct Joel tried to adjust it so we can maybe be R16. But we all
I know.
came, but
He
we
was
all
fighting for it.
But we all came to an agreement that the movie needs it. The movie needs it.
How graphic is it? I'm sorry.
Not as graphic as what I've shown before, but certainly it was a very passionate sequence.
How did you do it?
I just jumped.
You jumped into it.
Yeah, I jumped into it. The physical aspects are not the challenge for me, to be honest. Like the love scene, the kissing scenes, they're just physical. Like they're not the challenging. What's challenging is the whole thing. What's challenging is me being a lawyer and having to make this major decision of going for my adopted son. That's the challenge.
Your adopted son,
Yeah.
who was in love with your daughter.
Yeah, and then of course, what the trailer doesn't show is how am I gonna live life after making that mistake? How do I
Right.
live with those circumstances, and how do I live with those consequences? And I think that's what I know. That's why I really just strongly urge. I really do appreciate the conversation. I appreciate I appreciate the positivity and the negativity. But more than anything,
But let's not spoil it.
but to be honest, like, we appreciate the conversation. That's why we make movies, just to invite a conversation, diba? So for me, to be honest with you, I just wish they watch it because, like I said, it's provocative. Yes, the theme is quite heavy, but again, MMFF filtered this. They've seen our film. They've seen the film, they read the script, and there's a reason why nakapasok yung pelikulang ito sa MMFF. And I will be the one to tell you, Quinn did an amazing job writing the script.
You know why I am talking about it?
Why?
Because no matter how we talk about the film, no matter how we talk about your son getting your daughter pregnant,
Yeah.
the father falling in love, it's different when you see it.
Yeah.
What is it that you want now?
Well, what I would really want is for a lot of people to see this movie. I would really want a lot of people to support our film, my father, myself. What I would really want is to win an award and give it to my mom, because that's what I want the most right now. Because she's been through this experience with me, and she picked me up from the ground. And she was the one who told me to do the movie, to do the TV show, to do all the projects. So I owe a lot to my mother.
What means most to you now?
My craft, my family. Yeah.
Jake, what is it like to be Jake, the child of God?
I live my life in the path of, in God's name.
What is that prayer now?
That prayer now, I just don't know. It's all thank you. I thank the Lord for realizations like that come to me when I'm alone. Like I said, parang I thank the Lord for clarity. Kasi this experience, it's not one of a lot of friends. I really just talked to my mom this whole experience, and I'm happy I did it that way because there was no one had stakes in it except for me and my mom.
What does family mean to you now?
Everything.
What are you like when you're bad?
Actually, to be honest, there's not a lot of that side of me that comes out. And that's why I do enjoy acting even more so, because I get to be bad when I do these roles.
Okay. What is it that you don't have that you want so badly now?
It's to perform in front of the world. That really is my dream. It's for the whole world to see what I can do.
What if you were not you?
I'd love to be my brother. I'd rather be my brother.
What if you were not a man?
I'd probably be a dog. I love my dogs.
What is the one dream that remains unfulfilled?
Making it to the world stage.
What is heaven?
For me, heaven, to be with God.
What is hell?
To not be with God.
What is your epitaph?
Live this life to the fullest. A passionate person, and by the end of it, I hope I can be called a master at what I do.
What
Mastery.
is your love language?
Giving gifts.
What is your hate language?
Not giving Gisana. I don't have a hate language. I rarely do bashing or trolling online. I don't like to be negative.
This is a very simple question, but I don't know how you're going to answer this. Jake, what now?
But now, wow, a whole lot is to come. But I am looking forward to what's gonna happen. I do mean it when I feel like I have an abundance in me. I feel like the 3 years made me so hungry, and I'm now, to be honest, I just don't know. I want my characters and my projects to speak for me, rather than me, try to sell it. But I'm gonna.
Last question. What would you do if you were to die right after this interview?
Whoa, what would I do if I was to die after this interview? I'd probably give you a kiss, boy.
I'd welcome that.
I'd probably give you a kiss.
Gladly. Maraming salamat, Jake.
Thank you,
And you take care of yourself.
Thank you, boy.
Thank you.
Hi, people of the Philippines and people of the world. Hit the button below and you will be subscribing to the Boy Abunda Talk channel on YouTube. Let's keep talking. Kaibigan, tuloy ang usap.